The Normal Nerds Podcast, where two very normal dudes talk about very nerdy stuff. And what else I feel like talking about. I'm your host, Maxwell Cerisia.
And I'm your host, who'd also have a heart attack if I saw Kaiju in my bedroom, Dave Spates.
This episode is our weekly anime review, so sit back, relax, and welcome to the Normal Nerds Podcast. All right, David.
Hey, yo!
Weekly anime review.
Let's go!
A lot of good stuff.
Great stuff this week, actually. I had really good. Man.
Also, I was thinking for the anime we watched together, it should be My Hero.
I agree with that. That's a good one, yeah.
Because it's so hype.
Also, that's what we've been doing for a long time. I don't think we've seen the last three seasons apart.
It was the first. That was probably one of the first anime on the podcast. Yeah,
facts. Yeah. Yeah, because we suffered the General Criminal arc together.
But I just remember it's so fun watching, like, you're like, it's just so hype. Because it's been so many years, and you're like, oh.
I know.
But anyways, that's coming up in 2 weeks.
Nice. Pumped. Can't wait.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I think it's May 7th or something. So we will be a delayed episode on that one, but
yeah.
But we got 3 anime reviewing this week, and we'll just hop right into them. Starting with Kaiju number 8.
Dude, this show is awesome.
This show's sick. I watched the opening. It's an actual artist, Youngblood.
Yeah. And the ending's done by One Republic.
Oh, that was One Republic?
Yeah.
That was a great ending.
Yeah, right. It was awesome. You know, I was looking to put him on my Spotify playlist today, and I was like, wait, Youngblood, this can't be the right song. And I Googled it, and it's like, oh my God, yeah, it is that.
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, when it said the opening said, like, Apex Youngblood, or what, I think that's the name of the song. I can't remember the name of the song. And I was like, Youngblood? Why does that sound so familiar? And I was like, oh, it's that British singer.
Weird looking kid.
I don't really like majority of his music. There's some songs like mine, but majority usually when he's on there. This song is pretty good though. I did not know it was One Republic. The song at the end is awesome.
It's a great ending.
I didn't want to keep watching it because like it was
doing
spoiling.
Stuff that's yeah.
However, this show already. Well, there's a million things we got to talk about, but one thing I just want to say is this show is going to do a good job of being like, oh God,
yeah.
I know it's going to up and down.
Yeah, it's gonna do that. People are gonna die. It's gonna happen probably. It's gonna be so much fun. Top of the episode though, the character that by far wins this episode is the old man. The old man was hilarious the entire time. When they had him, when he just had a heart attack pretty much because the Kaiju was there, and then when they interviewed him later, he was just like,
and it's at 103 was his age.
I was dying.
One thing I thought was super cool though in the start, I love the Kaiju power thing, like how it just like he just had it.
Yeah,
like he just like. That was a really cool way to show it, like where he just touched the wall and just like, and then like when they're just jumping and he's like, I thought that was really cool, like just to show how strong it is. Yeah,
that was awesome. And there's their reaction the entire time was great. That weird transformation he
did,
I was like, I can't wait to see what that
does. He's a live bird. Yeah, it was so weird. And then the peas out of his nipples scene was.
That was when he just died. It was like, kill me now, please. Let me die.
I just love the slow motion, like the color change in the background and everything. I was like, this is hilarious. I love there's no explanation of how he can make himself look normal.
Yeah,
I like that. That's just like.
He just controls his body.
We might get it eventually, but I like how like they were just like, meh.
Yeah.
It just happened.
I like how he has terrible control over it too.
Oh yeah.
Just like, dude, this guy, this dork's gonna get caught so badly.
Love that guy though. He's such a great main character.
Yeah, he really is, and a great side character too. His sidekick there.
Oh, I mean,
his rival now. Sure.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah, no, one guy's.
He's like, we're rivals. Let's show up together.
Yep. Yep. We're best buddies.
By the way, that scene, we'll get to the scene with the girl there. There's so many great scenes in this show. This show is so good.
Music slapped too.
Music slapped again.
Yep.
The scene where he did that electric punch. First of all, that scene was sick, and the Kaiju explodes the song, and I was like,
oh my gosh, so good. Yeah, his my hero level like lightning strength air power there.
When that happened, I was like, oh, that was sick.
That was so good. And he was still nice to the kid and all that stuff, and just like
I know.
Helpful. He's a nice guy.
I love that line the girl had. She's like, well, you're not going to kill the good Kaiju, right? I was like, oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, I know.
And then the woman's like, what?
Yeah. Well, I think she's met sentient Kaiju before. She looked like scared almost from it. Yeah, that's my thing. Is
maybe
that's what I call him, Kaiju number 8. Yeah. I think you talked about it last episode. There might be more Kaiju like him, and I think that is probably an indicator
because like he's in. It's because that's interesting because they've only named 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. even though there's been more than 8.
Yeah, and he's like the first one to ever escape the Defense Force.
Yeah, I love the drawing they have for it.
An absolute just demonic looking. I mean, it's not too far off, but you know.
It really wasn't.
It's so funny. This is and at the end there too. Just the fact that he like. He can just like turn parts of his body into the kaiju too. It's not a full transformation. I can't wait to find out what this power is exactly. Like what this like sentient little parasite kaiju that was.
I want to. Yeah, that's another thing. Is like that's what I'm really liking about the show. Is I'm so into the arc right now of them getting into the Defense Force.
Yeah,
but like it's just like it's so nice that like I'm really into that arc, but I really still like there's just. That is always in the background. Like I need, and I feel like they're just going to sprinkle that in. And it's going to be nice.
Yeah, it's only episode 2 right now.
Yeah,
already just like.
I don't know how many episodes the season is, but man, this show is...
Please be a full 24. Please be a full 24. That'd be awesome.
But the scene where they pull in the parking lot for the exam, first of all, they show, like, the kid show up on the motorcycle, the one kid running, every single one of those kids, all have different color hair. I'm like, because I don't watch the opening, I didn't watch, I didn't full on watch the opening.
The opening doesn't spoil anything.
It didn't look like it did.
Yeah.
The ending definitely did. But,
100%, yeah.
But of course, in that scene, I know you felt the same way. You're like, well, that kid's important, that kid's important, that kid's important, because they all have different hair color. And then Miss Rich Bitch shows up with the coolest suit.
This is pay-to-win nonsense right here. I was very unhappy when I saw that. It's like, well, anyone could be cool if they had that. Anyone could be on a Defense Force if they had that. This bitch.
But she also has, like, some weird... Like, she looks like she's probably got some sad girl backstory, because she seems like she's very important.
Probably,
because she's like, if in the ending she's in like everything,
and
then like if you look at, I think it's either a cover picture or something, it's like him, her,
it's like his whole squad, right?
But it's only like 5 of them, not all of them, and she's like, she's right next to him, and his buddy's on his left. So I'm like, this is gonna be the classic rich girl who's a bitch, but then lo and behold, he's like, because he's such a nice guy, I know, which is good.
I'm
nice guy wins every time.
Nice guy should win. She should definitely pay for that company car. That really...
Yeah,
what a terrible thing to do. That'd be one thing if she just like Superman moved it over, sure. But she definitely
could have
done. But she was like, nah, I'm going to chuck it. It's like, 1, that's incredibly unsafe to anyone around you. And 2, what the hell?
Yeah.
If someone just chucked my car like that, power suit or not, I'm going to go for their face, man. I don't care.
Yeah, I would have been super pissed. That whole sequence was hilarious though. When she's like, old man. He's like, blah, blah, blah. She's like, old man. He's like, old man. Oh, man. This hurt for me because he's like, I'm 32. And she's like, yeah, that's old. And he's like, what? And his friend's like, that is. And I'm like, wait a minute, guys. I don't know about old.
It's not dead. It's all right. It's fine. It's whatever.
It's really nice to actually, it's been a long time since I watched an anime character the same age as me.
I know.
That is very nice. He's 32. I'm 32. I'm like, hey, man.
So different.
You have kaiju powers. Wish I did.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Actually, no, I'm good.
I would take kaiju powers.
His
kaiju powers? I'd dig it.
If I lived in that world. If I lived in this world, no. The government would kill me so fast.
But I mean, I think I imagine their government's better put together than ours, and he can hide from them.
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay. I think so. I think.
What would you do with it?
I don't know. Cool stuff. Climb Mount Everest. I don't know.
You get found out. You get found out.
Nah, I doubt it.
What do you mean you doubt it?
I doubt it. I don't know. I don't think
we're being watched all the time.
We are, but probably they are too, and they have a hunt for kaiju.
But they just don't put that into the show because it'd be lame. If you're like, oh yeah, obviously the government knows you're doing this because they only have like listened to you and everything like that. Like that'd be lame.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's either this. The government. Here's the two things. So the government would either kill you and want to experiment on you, or I'd be like, I work for the military now.
There you go.
Send me to someplace.
Okay. All right.
And then I'd run away.
Okay. There you go.
Then I'd run away.
Once you get out.
Yeah. Once you get out of that area. But that would also suck too, because then you couldn't see your family and friends.
True. But you'd be a kaiju.
Yeah, but who cares?
I can't really.
I'd rather just have like super strength. I don't know. Well, that's not even on the table.
Now we're talking about just general powers we want. I think we had like 8 podcasts like that already.
Yeah, that's true. But it was interesting that she could smell it on him.
Yeah.
She must have been, I'm assuming she's got that classic rich thing where she probably had a horrible childhood and her dad just trained her into a kaiju hunting individual.
Probably, yeah. I can see that happening. Still going to enjoy every second of it, even though you've already predicted what's going to happen.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. First of all, you're all right. That play to pay nonsense is ridiculous. Yeah, anybody could be strong with this. However, she looks like she definitely lifts.
Well, yeah, sure, yeah. I feel like everyone has the defense. There's gonna be no overweight people on the defense force. Like, you would just die.
Yeah,
you would just die.
I will say, speaking of overweight, when he gets the results. First of all, he looks at his results. That's all. You can't be looking at other people's mail.
I know, it's a foul. I thought the same thing when I saw it. I was like, oh, I'm getting old.
Yeah, I know. But when they show, like, I wanted more information of his buddies that he worked with. When they showed all of them, like, watching him run off, I was like, these guys look hilarious.
I know, they did look so. But they work in waste management. Of course, they're funny.
But they were all very detailed too.
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah.
So I was like,
we'll probably see him again.
Hopefully, they were.
That'd be awesome.
Hopefully, not dead.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
This show is gonna get sad.
Yeah, I could really see it. Yeah, it's all because
animation's sick.
Oh, it's so good. Music's amazing. Animation's amazing. Great. Characters, character design. Oh my goodness.
When he punched that kaiju and it blew up, once again, awesome. I was literally like, oh. And then I clicked on the episode and I realized I was halfway through and I was like, yes.
I know. I love that he can sense kaiju too.
That was, and what kind it was too.
Yeah, that was
sick.
Maybe it's got some like weird, like in the Godzilla movie, how they have that, they all operate on some weird spectrum where they can hear each other roaring and all that shit. Yeah. Maybe kaiju have that too.
Yeah. Do you see the one that looked like a dragon? That was kind of cool.
And that's the one with a dragon. Oh, it is the one with a dragon. Yeah.
Whatever that thing's going to be. That's going to be fucking cool. Because they showed it in shadow, so obviously it's going to show up later. That'd be badass.
Of course. Foreshadowing. Yeah, it's
that'd be so cool if there was like a king of the kaiju. Like Godzilla.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. And he had to like, fight his way. Oh, that'd be really, really good. Yes. Yeah. It is Godzilla. Yes. I agree with that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
I was very, very annoyed. I was very annoyed in the new Empire movie because they kept saying it's like, they kept acting like Kong didn't get his ass whipped.
Yeah, I know.
And it's like, well,
you saw the movie, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It was hilarious. It was actually, if you go into it, okay, so whatever, Kong versus Godzilla sucked miserably. It was just so bad. And then you go into this one thinking like, you know what? There's no way they make it more ridiculous than that. And they did. And you just have to laugh at it the entire time. Like, that's all I did. That's all I could do. Nice. It was so ridiculous. But yeah, they kept trying to act like it was almost like a draw sort of thing. It's like, no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
But Kaiju number 8, great show.
Yes.
It is. We were playing D&D. We watched the first episode. Our friend comes over, Sean. We're like, who watches anime? We're like, watch it. And you're like, it could be amazing. And I'm like, I walk in and I'm like, could be anime of the year. And we're only saying that after one episode. And the second episode lived up to it.
Yeah, so, it's that my opinion has not changed.
Yeah, and adding more cast of characters looks like it's going to be great.
Ridiculous characters too. I can't wait.
Yeah, I know. It looks great. I'm so excited for next episode. So excited for this anime. It's one of those anime I'm already sad it's going to be over.
Yeah, me too. It's not a preview anime either.
What does that mean?
They don't give previews. They just
I know.
Yeah. Sad.
I used to be like, oh, I don't want to see the preview. Now I'm like, no, give me the preview. I have to wait a fucking week.
I know. Just give it to me.
I will say is, if this anime does not explode, I don't know how it doesn't.
I think it.
I don't know how this. I'm not hyping it too much, but I'm really enjoying. I don't know how this doesn't become the next JJK.
It's a good point. Yeah, it's very possible. Like, they got everything.
We forget these happens with anime. Like animes come out and then they get absolutely humongous. And Spike's Family did it. JJK did it. My Hero, Demon Slayer. They're all these anime do it, and nothing since JJK has done it. Mm-hmm. Soul Leveling, very popular. Chainsaw Man, very popular.
But they're not like this. Yeah, they don't got that.
But this show has that like let's keep it going.
I know. So hopefully, I'd be pumped to see if it does.
But let's move on to the next anime. Delicious in Dungeon. This is a very good episode.
This guy, I feel I'm still out on whether I like this extra kid.
That kid's evil. He sucks.
You think he's evil?
Yeah, this episode solidified for
me. Okay.
He was too, like...
He, like, wants them to be bad.
Yeah. Like, there's something wrong with him. Yeah. Now that you pointed it out from before, I was like, this kid.
He's got some... Yeah, there's something up there. He's just like, he's a weirdo. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah, that was nuts. Fun episode though. These parties met up way faster than I thought they were going to. Yeah. Like way faster. And I love just how Laios was like, "Oh my god, my best buddy's back. How you doing, Ray?" And he was like,
I did love that. I love them. Yeah, that the dungeon might thing or whatever.
Yeah.
That like refix the dungeon. That was cool.
That was interesting.
That was really cool.
That was a great way to show like how like because adventurers are down here all the time. And there's multiple things down here all the time. How's this place even intact?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, it's because these things fix it.
That was really cool.
Set way. Too bad they don't restore all the gold that was in the dungeon.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that'd be fun. But that would cause us great.
But I did like how that kid was also like, "How do you know as a mad mage?" And Laios was just like, It just felt like it.
And also, Laios, you saw him in the paintings
I know.
You idiot! You're the smartest dumb guy ever.
I know. He was eating a brick, so.
That's true. He was. Yeah, he was.
I did like she always like, "Did I see you eating a prick.
Yeah, that was so good. What was I gonna say? Chilchuck also once again having another great episode where he was like, "Who should I go with?" And it was just like Laios, "We eat monsters." Blah 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 blah. It was like, and then Senji's like, "Monster, monster, monster." It's like, "I'll go help Senji."
Yeah, I was just like, "I'm going to kill you."
I know.
I did really like the I don't remember any of the names. The Asian woman, the Japanese woman who's making the food.
Yeah.
I did like her. I liked her a lot. Of course, the food looks straight up just out of Japan.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Which cool, fun. I like it. Yeah, awesome. That part, their party seems super fun, interesting. Like they have a straight up ninja in their group.
True.
I know. I love how that lady. I forget her name, but it was making that was the lady that's in charge. She was like, "Everyone else, you go help with this, you help with this, and you get away from the food."
Oh yeah.
Don't add something weird into the ninja girl. Like that was really, really good.
That was really
so
funny.
yeah, no. But overall, it's been.
Chuck was good. And then I did like they said something to Marcel, the magic users. I can't remember because they sent them together to make a protective.
Yeah.
One of them said something to Marcel.
I don't remember. That's a good point. I love that Marcel's wearing her hair down more. Like she's a character. She has like a design change happening right now.
Oh, the one thing I actually really like about this anime that's kind of like low key hidden is Marcel's hair changes a lot.
Yeah, right.
Like that's pretty cool.
I love that. People don't do that. Usually.
Yeah, people never do that. Like her hair is like she braids it. It changes a lot.
I know.
And I think that's really cool. I don't know why. I'm like, no, this is interesting.
Yeah.
Like, instead of just like, it's the Misaka haircut and then she just has it the entire time.
Time.
Like, but not really much happened this episode.
Well, a couple of things. Like Laios is seeing shit right now.
Yes.
Like what's going on with that? Like they're already hinting at that this is not mana sickness. So
no,
it's like,
100%
what the heck is he seeing?
Yeah, that was
now?
creepy as shit too.
That was so weird. I don't know what was going on with that, but oh my goodness.
When Marcel threw him into the wall, I was like, "Ooh, what kind of magic is this?" And then we find out it's just bugs.
Yep.
Him seeing shit. Shiro kind of choking him out for
letting them bring Fallon back.
Yeah, because of the dragon using black magic, which definitely Fallon is going to become a big chicken apparently.
Something like that. Yeah, I saw.
Yeah, that looks like it.
Some homunculus looking thing.
So I don't know what that's about. I will say this: I have two opinions on Shiro getting mad. One, Shiro, stop pretending that you like Fallon more than Laios does.
I know.
Laios is her brother.
I know.
I'm pretty sure Laios cares about Fallon.
Yeah. Also, let's be real here. You would have brought her back at any means. Like you seem more desperate at some points than like you seem obsessed. Where her brother is just like, this is what I do as a brother. I have to do this. He's like obsessed with her.
And if you the one thing I did like is they showed like previous time.
Mm-hmm.
And I did like how they showed that he wasn't like he didn't look as bad.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been eating and everything because he's a weirdo. Two. You're absolutely correct.
Yeah. This bit them in the ass pretty fucking hard right now. Like just seeing Fallon at the end there, I was like, it's actually much worse than I thought it was gonna be.
Right?
I thought she was gonna be the Red Dragon. Yeah. Now she's like some friggin' chimera monster. Yeah. And it's like, ooh,
with like crying, bloody stuff. It's just,
ooh,
that's
not good. That's really, you guys really beefed this one up. You really should have gotten her out of the dungeon as fast as possible.
I don't even know how they fix it.
I don't know how
it's gonna be black magic again.
It's gonna have to be black magic. It's the only way to undo it right now. Like, or forbidden magic, whatever they call it. I don't think it's called black magic.
No, it's called black magic.
They call it black magic.
They call it black magic or ancient magic.
Ancient magic, yeah. So it's like one of those things too. It's like also like on that same line, like. Yeah, Valen should be taken away and all this stuff by the elves and all that stuff. Unless you just don't tell anybody about it. Bro.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Like, as long as that conversation doesn't leave the room, and then, of course...
Shiro blows it.
Oh, my goodness. Like, that is just kind of... The worst person. Yeah, the worst person to have that, like...
that's stupid. Yeah, that kid knows now.
Yep.
Yeah, and he was, like, weird about it. Remember? He was like, ooh. And I was just like...
Yeah, because now he's got, like, oh, look, they broke the law, so they're bad.
I bet you he's emotionless.
It could be.
I think that's what it is.
He could be something broken in his brain.
Yeah, where he just like doesn't care. Like, I think we'll see him sacrifice one of his party members, and that's when we'll know he's evil.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
But you called it ahead of time.
You already knew
he was evil
already. Yeah.
But yeah, this episode solidified for me. I was like, yeah, this kid's fucking weird.
Yeah. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. But it was a very good episode once again. I love how the show balances the comedy and like
the food aspect.
I was gonna say the comedy and like the actual intensity of the dungeon all in one.
Oh yeah, it's always great. Yeah. I don't know when the food comes out. They had that weird bugle going.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no, it's another amazing episode. The depth this show has, I'm blown away by it. I'm really like the Phelan being the Chimera monster was just like another one of those things. Like we thought it was gonna be the dragon, we thought it was gonna be like this cookie cutter sort of thing, and now it's like, oh no, it's actually insane stuff. So it's like, damn.
I literally think it's a big chicken.
It might be.
Was
it seems to be the theme.
Previewed, like it's big previewed, like the ending or I saw it.
Okay.
Saw it. I think I was. This show doesn't have preview.
Yes,
but I remember I was scrubbing through the ending, and I saw like a picture of the Mad Mage with like a huge chicken.
Oh, neat. Okay, well that'll be it.
Maybe. That's what I think. Maybe. But very good episode once again. We are just loving anime right now. Anime is great.
Yeah.
And then on to the third anime. Spoiler alert: One Piece.
Egghead arc.
I have something. I just want to start when I say this. One Piece sometimes is like golf, where you're watching it and you're like, I don't really like it. No. So it's kind of like pacing's bad. And then there's one scene, like one shot, and you're like, oh my god, this show is the shit. Mm-hmm. And you know what scene I'm talking about. When he bounced off that thing, put the goggles on. That scene was sick.
That was awesome. And he triggered Rob Lucci's PTSD.
That scene was awesome. The drums of liberation were going.
Yeah.
I was like,
that was so sick. When I saw him just hit him, like I thought the punch was even cool, like that weird, like, even though it was like weird and all that shit. I thought that was awesome.
Good gun rocket.
And Rob Lucci finally acknowledging that Luffy's strong,
but still around.
That was so dumb. It's like I might be passing out. It's like, then do it. Pass out, you asshole.
No, die.
I know that too.
Because that Axe might be dead.
Axe might be dead.
The stupid.
That was a really, by the way, that was one of the most brutal looking wounds since Ace, pretty much.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like that was so intense.
That's like his big bad guy thing. He's like, he punch people through the chest. Yeah, that guy, I like that guy. He's dead, and apparently.
Maybe.
It's One Piece. But even worse is stupid giraffe nose dude jumped on his body.
Disrespectful.
Right?
Disrespectful.
I was so pissed.
That was so bad.
So
I hate CP0 so much. But weird. I know we're about to. I have so many other things we want to talk about the episode. But like the ending there too, it's like it all got quiet. Like you remember, like that was so ominous. Yeah, like this is gonna be a huge arc. They're just gonna do shit crazy. It's like it's so ominous.
Looking at the preview, Kuma's gonna come in and fuck shit up.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen. There's a lot of stuff that happened in this episode. I do want to talk about though. It's like minus that one scene. This was a rough episode for Gear 5 for me. Like really rough. I went from like me being okay with it last episode to like for most of this I was like, I hate this.
No, it's that I would 100% agree with you. Is literally majority of the episode. I was like, oh god, Gear. I'm literally watching. I'm like, I'm on the bike and I'm like, I just can't get on page with Gear 5. When his head was big and everything, I was like, this is so not interesting. I don't even know what the point is. What's going on? And then that sequence happened. Yes. And if you notice, like, a little bit before that, like, right, like, probably, like, 10 seconds before that, when he was, like, going into the whole sequence and, like, he punched past him and all this kind of stuff, like, the noises kind of stopped a little bit. Yeah. It was just, like, Luffy.
When they lock in Gear 5, it's good.
Oh, yeah. That scene was sick.
It was. When he was bouncing all around and it's, like, that like, quick slow-mo cut where, like, Luffy's, like, passing him there. That was awesome.
And I love when he touches the tube and you can see it turns a different color. That was good. Because he's, like, affecting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but before that, the big head, it's just...
I don't hate Big Luffy, but I just like, didn't do anything. It was bad. It was boring. Exactly. It was just being goony to be goony.
Yeah,
like, I don't
just like...
It's one thing it was being goony and it's doing stuff, I guess, but like it did nothing. He spat rocks at him that did nothing. It was so, I don't know, it was dumb. I hated that Dawn punch he did that was like the spinny one. That they did a stupid or a kick or something like that.
No, you kick. It was a whip.
It was a kick. Yeah, whatever. He keeps calling everything Dawn. I don't know why, even though he's supposed to be in his moon form, right? You told me he has a sun form.
This was forever ago. If I told you it,
I
don't remember.
Yeah. So
that's cool though. I totally forgot about that. And if so, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it's like cooler.
Yeah. Hopefully. I just like it was stuff like that. I was like that. Just the animation around that was just like this is horrible.
It was bad, and it was so dumb how easy Rob Lucci survived it.
I know.
That's what made me mad. It was like it was like a 2-minute sequence of him like spinning up, seeing the toes of the kick, and then he kicks, and then he's spinning in the ground, and I'm like, and Rob Lucci just immediately gets back up.
I know, so stupid. I don't know. Yeah. So up until that point, although Luffy can just make goggles now. That was kind of weird, but
I know, but I thought it was cool.
I thought it was dope. It was super dope. It was super dope. Yeah, that sequence was awesome.
Right when he like grabbed the thing. Okay, first of all, you said like the point where you like he went behind him, and I was like, oh, that was actually kind of cool. And then he grabbed the thing, and I saw it like turn a color, and I was like, oh. And then he bounced, and then showed the sun behind him, and then he put the goggles on. And I was like, oh, this scene's getting sick.
Yeah.
And I was like, this scene's pretty cool. What's going on? And then he shot forward, and he's doing the punch, and then you said the PTSD. I was like,
the PTSD thing was awesome.
And usually I hate, and we talked about it in the Kaiju fight, I do not like the thing that Gear 5 does where it expands people's bodies. Didn't hate it there.
No, I thought it was fine, especially since you could see like the searing punch inside of Rob Lucci. That was awesome.
Yeah, Rob Lucci going, what did he say? He's like, so he is actually really strong or something. And it's like, I'm sorry.
You already kicked your ass once?
I know. When he was a million times weaker. That's the only thing that's making me very annoyed about this is like, they're too strong. CP0 is too strong.
I agree with that. The Rob Lucci awakening, I'll give him that. That was a clever way to power him up.
Yeah.
That was clever. It made sense in the rules of the show. It wasn't some bullshit thing I thought they were going to do, so I'm fine with that. But like the rest of them was like, they're all going to do something. They're all going to be something. No, Giraffe Boy is going to be, if he's not awoken or something like that, he's going to be strong. I mean, honestly, even if he is awoken, I don't think he should be strong. One of his attacks, he turns into a square. Like, it's so stupid. Those things shouldn't be awoken.
I don't remember what she does.
I don't know. We don't know. She was only time we were seeing her.
So she might be strong.
She might be. She could possibly be strong.
They can see that's why I don't like Rob Lucci and the Giraffe guy. Is like when Rob Lucci showed up and what's that Marijua.
Yeah.
When he was there with the Celestial Dragons, that was a great show up for Rob Lucci. Yeah. I was like, this guy fucking sucks. I hate this guy. Oh my god, get him out of here. He's so annoying. But he wasn't fighting anything. Rob Lucci showing up and being like fighting Gear 5 Luffy. I'm like, I can understand if you lost to Gear 4 Luffy.
Yeah.
You lost to like Ennis Lobby Luffy.
I know.
Like this is
Luffy went small in one of your fights.
I know, this is so long ago. Like, I don't care that you're Devil Fruit Awakened. You didn't get that strong.
I know.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, the way he's fighting in this, he's alive.
Yeah, that's really stupid.
The way he's fighting is this is like, so what? He could have went like toe to toe with Katakuri.
It's
like, no way.
True, yeah.
No way.
I do not agree with that. It's once again, it just depends on like, because it keeps doing this weird, like you said, with the Gear 5 thing. It's like when they're being goony, they're being goony. When they're being serious, and it's cool. But like, I'm trying to wonder if they're trying to balance, like, is just like half this time Luffy's just like really not even fighting him, just being goony, and then he does like one of these moments where he just throws him across the freaking map. Yeah. Like, I don't know. So it's like, I don't know. Gear 5, it's going to be, Gear 5 is a growing pain right now.
Yeah,
it's a really bad one. And I need to, like, unfortunately, the only way to get through this is that they have to use Gear 5 a lot more so I can understand how it actually functions. Because right now, I'm just like, Gear 5 literally just does whatever the fuck it wants.
Yeah.
Which, like, how they've described it isn't how it's supposed to work. It's like, yes, there's supposed to be a free movement and all this stuff, and be like, it's a ridiculous power, and you can do a lot of things, but like, Luffy, like the goggles, he literally just made things out of nothing.
That's true.
Like, out of nothing. He made glass, they were technology, too. They were, like, spinning on the inside.
Maybe he did grab them.
Maybe. That's very true, because he does change his clothes and all that stuff, so that's fine.
Oh, yeah, maybe they are part of his... What is the outfit he's wearing right now?
He threw it off.
He threw it off, right?
It didn't have goggles, though, I don't think.
Oh, okay, yeah, but he did throw it off.
But, yeah, so, I don't know. But either way... Whatever, that was Gear 5. Getting off of that, I thought the Vegapunk explanation about how he recreates the Devil Fruit powers was interesting.
Oh, yeah, that was
blood and genetics and all that stuff, which just reaffirms my thought that Blackbeard is eating people's hearts or blood or something like that to get their extra Devil Fruit powers.
Yeah.
Interesting, though, how multiple occurrences can exist at once, though. You know?
That is that is interesting.
Because Frankie having a part of an episode right there, which is pretty cool. I'm talking about his Don Quixote brother. Is still alive.
Senor Pink.
Yeah, but now his Devil Fruit power exists in 2 points.
That is true. So he's just gonna be taken.
Yes. And Boa Hancock's power was reused, and also anyone that falls for that, anyone that can turn to stone, prison, impel down. They're pedophiles. Put them down there.
Definitely wanted to talk about that. I worried about this when they first showed her, and it worked on a bunch of guys. I know Japan. You're different than us.
Yeah, for sure, yes.
Oda, what's wrong with you?
I don't know.
Hopefully it's brought up that those people are horrible. They just got turned to stone from a child, sir.
Yes, who the premise of her Devil Fruit is if you find her attractive.
Attractive. Not love her or anything like that.
Attractive. You turn to stone.
Yeah, when she,
Prison.
Absolute prison.
Impel, the lowest. No, make a new level and Impel down and put them there.
Yeah, did you see? Like, their eyes were hearts.
Yep. It was really weird. It was not good. That was not a good look for One Piece. I'm sorry. That was really bad.
And it looks like she's going to be around even more because she had, like, this whole thing. First, that was funny. That was funny. When she was being a bossy bitch.
That was pretty good.
Because that's Boa all day. But then she, like, got red face. And
She's also a kid, though, so it's like...
I don't know.
She doesn't have the torture backstory that Boa has.
Yeah, I'm just worried.
Yeah, me too. I will find it hilarious, though, if she meets Luffy and gets an instant crush on him.
That would be hilarious.
I would laugh my ass off.
That would be hilarious. I'd be here for that all day, actually. But yeah, when all those guys turned, I was like, we have to talk about this. Because this is just... That was my worry when she first showed up and she did the hair flip. And I was like, this is a child.
Yeah. And after they confirmed with S-Bear that they can use Kuma's power, and so they can pretty much just use any Devil Fruit power they want, I was like, uh-oh. That's not good.
Yeah.
Because this is a child, sir.
Yeah, this is a child. Also, the one thing I will say about the Seraphims that's really annoying me is, can I see more of S-Hawk? He looks so cool, and we never get to see him do anything.
He's the coolest one out of all of them. He's just he's just oh, he's gonna cut a few swords here and there. Definitely kill those guys, but like cut a few swords there. But like, I don't know. I'll be interested going forward too. It's like I kind of liked the idea of the Seraphim being like kind of personality-less, but this, I mean,
I kind of like it.
I think, the Hancock thing was funny. I want to see what they're all like, if they're all just like mini characters of themselves.
But if it was the young Jinbei, and it was like punk Jinbei, when he was like a punk, had blonde hair, and he was a punk, that'd be pretty funny.
That'd be pretty funny.
And I'd love to see Jinbei go at it.
Yeah, that'd be really good. I forgot that he's on the island with them. Yeah, that'd be really good.
Funny.
Yeah. This entire time too, Chopper, can you get out of this weird barrel form you
got
going on?
I don't know, it's cracking me up.
It's fine. It's the weirdest of his forms. It's the weirdest of his forms. I don't know.
For some reason, it's been cracking me up. All I know is, what is Zoro doing?
Hopefully just sitting on the ship.
He's probably sleeping. He's probably sleeping.
Yeah. And on top of all that too, just Jewelry Bonnie waiting until all the work is done to wake up.
Oh yeah, no, it's hilarious. Oh, but speaking of that, is the negative side effect of Gear 5.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I do like it, but like I wonder how long it affects him. That's kind of cool.
That's good. It's good to know that Luffy still has like things that he can, because like when he'd go out of Gear 4, he'd be pretty much down for the count for a little while. So it's like it's good to see that like he's not just, I don't know.
The only problem I have with this is like it looks like it's a very negative effect. He looks like a weird old man.
Yeah.
First I thought it was Julie Bonnie, then I realized he was just down. My only thing is I'm like, well, it looks like a pretty negative side effect for a pretty mid power. Yeah,
that's true. That's really true. We also saw in the Kaido fight that if he like really just believes hard enough, he can just like force his way through it. Because this form's happened before.
No, I know, but I was just like, I was just like, this.
Yes, I agree. Yes, yeah, I agree. Yes.
Well,
but I'm just glad it's still a negative though.
The one thing I did think they kind of showed in this episode a little bit is that he like kind of showed he's like losing control at points and like needs more training on it. So hopefully there is something that like he gets like training or something.
I know. It's an up and down. It's like literally there's literally scenes where I like and scenes that I freaking hate.
The only scenes
when Axe went down, he like the eyes popped out. I was like,
oh, that was horrible. That was
one thing I like I don't like the eyes at all. I don't like the eyes at all. But I could get by on it when they do it like in motion, like it's a random scene where they just pop out and they pop back in. They like popped out and stayed out. And I was like, that's weird. Yeah, that's really weird.
And the noise, just like
I know.
That's what I love about that whole scene where you ran behind him and everything. Yeah. The noises went away. It was just like Luffy fighting, and I was like, but using Gear 5.
Yeah.
That's what I liked. It's like, stop with the noises. We don't need it. Just like, it's just like when he uses like Gear 4, like it doesn't make noises.
I know, it's true.
But like you just get to see it's like Luffy using a different form. So it's like we don't need the noises and stuff like that. Just Luffy using Gear 5.
Also, the noises half the time they don't make sense when they get placed. That really annoys me because like he does make noise when using Gear 4. Like he's Bounce Man. Like every time he hits the ground, it goes like sound. But like that makes sense.
Yeah, I know.
And the sound matches where it goes.
That's true.
So it's just like I don't even know. I'm not even hating the running that much anymore, like when he did it in this episode, but like...
Well, I like the little power up he like run there he did where he like pushed the ground up. Like,
yeah,
that was
I'm not hating that much. I'm not the running used to be the biggest thing for me. I don't like it, but like I'm not hating it anymore. It's not taking me out of the show too much anymore, but it's like, yeah, when he did that stupid whip thing, it was like, oh, this is bad.
The thing about Gear 5, I just will stand by this, and I think you're 100% right. It's a growing pains thing. I think you're also 100% right. We need to see him fight someone big with it.
Yes.
Is that... It's just I don't. It's just like every other power up Luffy has had. I was like, oh yeah, let's go. Yeah. This one, I literally was like,
yeah, it really is. It's just got cool applications, but it's just like they don't. It's bad. I don't like it.
It's cool applications, yeah.
Like it does. Like I always like the idea that when Luffy's power awoken, he'd like make everything a rubber around him and all that stuff. And that had like when he's done stuff like that, that's awesome. Like when he's hitting people and they're bouncing off the ground, that's amazing and hilarious. But like
that big head was so stupid.
Yeah, that's just I don't like when his body is just not making sense.
Also, what
anymore.
is he trying to eat, Rob Luigi?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I don't know at all. Big Luffy is here and there, I don't know. I get Big Luffy makes more sense than other things he does because we have small Luffy, so it shows his body can already change. So it makes sense he could be a big Luffy and that like same line of thought. But like
I miss little Luffy.
I miss little Luffy so much. I want to see Gear 5 do little Luffy. Like he could do it.
Yeah, that's true.
I would love to see that happen. Yeah. So
I will say also, once again, the animation this is out of control. It's a literal movie.
I know.
It's a literal movie.
It's so nuts.
It's not getting talked about enough, honestly.
I agree with that.
That's once again, I think like the One Piece hype is slowed down a little bit, just because like they don't push it as much anymore. But I think people are missing out like
big
hardcore
time.
if you're not caught up because like it is so good.
It's such a good show. But yeah.
Thank you, Normal Nerd Nation, for listening and maybe even watching another podcast episode. Make sure you follow us on Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, and Instagram. Davis is always posting hilarious memes on there.
Also, like and subscribe while you're at it, and leave a rating if you have some time. It helps people find the show.